If you're young, you're in your 20s, I got a specific plan for you, right? It's like boxing. If you're in your 20s, I'll tell you it's like boxing. One, train, prepare yourself, right? So this would be you improving yourself. Everything that we talked about, from grooming yourself to getting in shape, everything, right? And you need to spar with different partners, work yourself up the rankings. So for you to build your confidence up, you got to go way, way down and start with some of the ones who are not even fives and four. You might have to go down to threes and twos. See what it do. Get your confidence up. No, really, just to spar. No, because when you get to that championship fight, you want to be able to compete. So listen, sometimes you have to go down. If that's all you qualify for, because you don't have any rankings right now. Now, I'm not saying if you way up here, you should do that. But if you are at the bottom, then you have to practice and get your confidence up. You in your 20s, you should know how to date a little bit. I'm not saying go out here be a hoe, but you just need to learn how to be familiar with women. Go out with women, talk to women, interact with women, right? Socialize with women. If you're a man, you need to just get used to people. And I've helped a lot of women who are that bad too. There's some seriously awkward women out here who just don't have a clue. Us as humans just have to get better, right? But it takes practice. You have to get out there and you have to interact with people, right? And of course, number one, which you never stop once you start, is to improve yourself in every aspect. Try to learn more things, right? You'll have better conversations, be well read, educate yourself, right? Everything starts with your mind in the first place. And you want to, of course, like we talked about before, put the right foods into your temple. You want to be working out, learn how to style. But these are all things that I help people with. Like, this is what we could do. We could put this together. I took people shopping before. Like, I'm boots on the ground with it. Like, I really helped people to get their life right, because I hate to see what's happening when I know there are some, at least simple improvements that will help you get to a certain place right away. And then there's major improvements that you're going to have to put the work in that you also are capable of. At least do the best that you can do as a human. And that's what I always encourage people to do. It starts with yourself. If you want better results, then you have to do something different. One thing I learned in life, I didn't come out of the JJ a Mac. I had to learn the hard way, right? I had to get my heart broken before I could tell anybody about anything. I had to take some L's. But the one thing that I did is I looked at what I was doing wrong, because it wasn't happening to everybody. Once I realized it wasn't happening to everybody, then I said there's something wrong with what I'm doing. So I am a natural problem solver and analytical. I just had to bring it into that realm. And once I did that, I found out the necessary adjustments that I needed to make. And I studied it and I practiced and I studied and I practiced. And then, by the time I'm an adult, I became excellent at it. Probably too good, because I got myself in a lot of trouble behind it. But at least now I can help other people who are having difficulty navigating that, because I understand that we're all going to have different abilities. Some people are going to need more help than others. There are sometimes people who are 30s, 40s, 50s. I've helped people in their 60s who don't have an understanding of how women are, how to be around women, how to talk to women. None of that.
I wanted to answer to Witty Jim that was in the chat, because he said while you were talking, he was like, well, some men do all that stuff when you were talking about the fitness and the fashion and all that. He's like, well, some men do all that and they still don't have the confidence with the women. That's because the confidence comes from competence and you actually accomplishing things. So if you're not accomplishing anything as a man, yeah, you're not going to get confidence, man. And then the other place where confidence comes from is even just accomplishing just friendships with women. One of the big things, the tips that I give, and some people might disagree with this, but I say that a guy should heavily go flirt with the woman that you would never think, the old lady at the grocery store. Whenever you go dancing or you go to the club or anything, I would always, especially two-stepping, like a country club, you go dance with like the old lady or the fat girl in the group or something like that. You flirt with those girls and it gets you super social calibrated. And what I personally do is I friend zone all the mid girls, all girls that are fives to sevens. I friend zone all of them. I'm gonna even all the way up. The hottest girl is the girl that I'm gonna be the most friends with, because I'm not trying to smash them. I'm trying to use social circle game. So then when you bring your friends out, when we all go to the club, I smash your friend when you tell your friend, oh yeah, he's a really good guy. That's how the whole game really works. If you want to just be social calibrated, if you want to learn how to just always be around women and not be nervous and have a lot of confidence, social circle game is taking over the world right now. Michael Sartain's pushing it like crazy, and he's getting the biggest dorks ever, in rooms with really hot women and getting them on dates with them. So social circle is the future. It's just a matter of right now, pickup artistry is so big on the internet. It's just the biggest thing ever right now. And it's because the first step, pickup artistry is like 1% of the whole dating game. It's just the initial talk to the girl, try to smash, and all that. It takes way more game to be in a relationship. So sooner or later, people are going to get over the PUA stuff and realize that's just the chapter one. That's just the 1% of like a whole relationship with a woman. And it's going to become a thing where everybody's just going to have to be social. What I preach isn't even weird. It's something we did for hundreds and thousands of years. It's just now we have to put a name on it. Like you can sell common sense today. Back in the day, we were just around women and we were socially calibrated and we weren't weirdos because we were all around socializing and stuff. But so what I preach isn't even weird. It's just natural.
And people keep getting confused. They're really thinking that I'm telling you to be out here as a hoe. Again, I said you don't necessarily have to smash anybody. I'm just saying socially interact with people, become familiar with them. You can do some flirting as long as you're not ripping nobody heart out. It's really no harm, no foul. Like, just talk to people, be social, see how it is. Even if you are going on dates, you think that you're going to be hurting a woman by taking her out on a free date just to talk to them? No. Go ahead and do what it do. You don't have to smash all these women to actually get better at it.
Well, real quick, Purple Pill, how old are you again?
I'm a 32.
You be saying back in the day, when the iPhone 4? What are you talking about? When Instagram was young and shit?
Hey man,
I be like back in the day. He too young to be talking back in the day. All right, shout out to my man Purple Pill.
All right, let me go ahead and super chat so we got. I don't think we got none. No, we got none. All right, y'all. We're gonna go ahead and close this out. No, top it out. Yeah, top it out. Our Purple Pill is only 32, so he's not up there in the 50s yet, Shan.
Yeah, making me feel old.
He's not up there with the big boys yet. So.
No, I know, but if he be like, yeah, back in the day, and I'm thinking, back in the day, I'm a 32-year-old talking about back in the day. 10 years ago. All right, 2014 is back in the day. Okay.
Smoke weed. Come on, Shaq. You remember we had that song back in the day when I was young. I'm not a kid anymore. How old was they when they sang that joint?
Well,
like 20 something, like.
Yeah, Purple Pill was 2. In fact, he might not even been born.
Damn.
I was 1991.
That was at 91 back in the day when I was young. I'm not.
Yeah, that was after that. Yeah. That was right around. It was close. It was close. 91, it was 92, like 92, yeah. 93. Yeah, that was close.
Man, y'all some old motherfuckers, bro. Oh
it is. Hey, I understand. I know. Hey, you know what though? Listen, if I were to try to, I'm pretty sure. Never mind.
Are you over there trying
Never
to
mind.
More film?
No. I ain't recruiting nothing, man. I ain't recruiting nothing.
All production studio.
Let's just say I garnered the attention of people who were a lot younger than me, although I don't capitalize on any of it. I'm retired.